I came across Jacinta Mangobese Zuma's post on social media, and she posted that the South African Human Rights Commission is taking them to court. That's Jacinta, it's Operation Tutula. There's a list there, and we all know why the Human Rights Commission will take Jacinta and Operation Tutula to court. But when I read that and read the comments, I was a bit shocked and a bit angry. I'll tell you why. Earlier this year, I wrote an article about the non-flush chemical toilets that are found in Kliptown. And for those who don't know Kliptown, Kliptown is part of Soweto. It's a historical place in our country. Specifically, it has a rich political history. That's where the Freedom Charter was adopted back in 1955, right? And later, the Freedom Charter became the foundation of our constitution. As I was doing some research on the article, I then found out that in 2019, Human Rights Commission went to Kliptown to conduct their own inspection. Now, the inspection, came after the people living in Kliptown complained about poor infrastructure, complained about lack of sanitation, complained about a whole host of issues. In 2019, Human Rights Commission goes there and does the inspection. And when they're doing inspection, there are key things that they found out. Number one, they found out that what's happening in Kliptown, it's sheer human rights violation. They even went to the point of saying that people living in Kliptown use bucket system to relieve themselves. Let me categorically tell you, I know about it and I've seen it. Women, specifically women in Kliptown, majority of them don't use the toilets because they allege that they get infections when they use these non-flush chemical toilets. The commission went there, did their own inspection, and they drafted a document. They wrote recommendations, and in their recommendations, there are a couple of things that they recommended from the city of Johannesburg. There's information that they wanted in order for the commission to start with the second phase, of which was to investigate this whole case. That was in 2019. Guess what? Nothing has happened. Nothing moved. Nothing at all. But the commission is able to take Operation Tutula, Jacinta and others to court. But they cannot take the city of Johannesburg and the Gauteng government to court for the sheer human rights violation and the breach of promise, because a lot of politicians promised people living in Kliptown. They have. But the commission, I don't know if they saw it fit not to fight for people living in Kliptown. They didn't. From 2019 up until today, the South African Human Rights Commission have done absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But they can take Jacinta, Operation Tutula, to court. And we know why. It's because of this whole clinic thing and schools thing. This thing happened this year in a space of a couple of months. The commission can act decisively, but they choose not to act decisively to fight for the rights of the citizens. The worst part, the commission went there for an inspection. But hey, they just fold their arms. Human Rights Commission is selective. It's selective. And that's why I'm angry. That's why I'm angry that how can they able to take Dudula and Jacinta to court, but you can't take the city of Johannesburg, you can't take the Gauteng government to court. This really, really infuriates me. I'm gonna share the link to the article that I wrote on the comment section, and I'm also gonna share the link to the interview I did at Power FM specifically about this. If you will ask them, if you'd ask the South African Human Rights Commission why they didn't fight, go to court for people in Kliptown, they're not going to tell you. I've had people tell me that they got sick. I've had elderly people say they cannot use the toilet. Elderly people, they cannot use the toilet. They have to use the bucket. Go read the article on my comment section and go listen to the interview I did with Power FM. This really frustrates me.